Hi, this is Charles Nagy. I'm here with Tina Weymouth and Chris Frantz, and we're in Roxbury, New York at the opening of the 8-Track Museum. And I just want to ask you, you guys started performing together around 1975, and you got married around 77, and you've toured together for years, and you've been working in the music industry for a long time and all the stress that goes with that. What made your relationship last so long?
Well, my mother told me you just got to keep doing it.
That was good advice she gave you.
Yeah.
I like that.
But I mean, look at Tina.
My mother was married almost 70 years.
How beautiful is my bride,
and how saintly is my husband.
But we have, you know, anybody who's been married for 35 years,
right,
which we have been, and never mind working together, has been through a lot of ups and downs and twists and turns, and we've had them too. But we really believe that we're like, well, I believe that Tina's like the best woman I could ever be with, and so I'm happy that it still continues.
Ah, that's a great answer.
Yeah.
And so what is the key to a good relationship, or is there a key?
Well, Tina will tell you one thing, but what I believe is that maintaining a good sense of humor and getting enough sleep are the two most important things.
I agree with that. The sleeping is a big thing.
Because, you know, when you don't get enough sleep, you tend to lose your sense of humor.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I agree with that. I think that is essential. That was one of the things that made it really hard touring, because we never got enough sleep.
Right.
But we did keep our sense of humor anyway. Thank goodness.
So sense of humor is probably key.
I think so, and also being generous of spirit, like having empathy for your partner, so that you understand that they might not be having a great day, and you do whatever you can do to make it a better day for them.
Right. Yeah. Great. You also have 2 children, right?
We have 2 boys.
2 boys, and what do they think of your career?
Oh, well, they're very proud of our career. I mean, they're I guess you could say they're our biggest fans.
Oh, that's
but
great.
They're big boys now. They're 25, and our younger son is 25. No, 26, and our older son is going to be 30 on November 4th.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're big boys now.
Oh, okay. Have they ever asked you to keep the music down? Too much bass and drums going on in the house, or?
Sometimes they tell me that what I'm listening to is dad rock.
Dad rock?
But not too often.
What are you listening to right now? What type of music?
Tina and I went to see a band that we really like, a new band called Wild Bell, just the other night. B-E-L-L-E.
Okay.
Wild Bell, and their new album comes out in the new year, but they have a single out that's available on iTunes.
Okay.
Or you could buy the vinyl in a specialty store. But they also happen to sing on and play saxophone on our new EP, our new Tom Tom Club EP.
Is that the person playing the sax on the songs?
He plays sax on 2 songs.
Right,
we had 2 sax players on that record. Yeah, it's Elliot and Natalie Bergman.
Okay.
And they're brother and sister, and they play great sort of very soulful reggae, and we like them a lot.
Oh, okay. So I've been watching a lot of YouTube, more than I should. I start at 10. I stop at 1 in the morning. But one thing I have watching is the Talking Heads movie, Stop Making Sense. And I've also been listening to your new album, Downtown Rockers. And one thing that stands out to me is you guys are just an amazing rhythm section. I mean, just phenomenal. Is that something you had to work on, or did it just happen?
Oh, it was a lot of work for me.
Yeah.
I had to catch up, because I never had a lesson. Still haven't. And so it was all about training on the job,
Right.
pretty much. But Chris was a great drummer, and everything he played was had such musicality to it, even before anyone ever played a note, that all the music and melody was already suggested by his great drumming.
Oh, yeah. And that's a good way to learn, too, is also on the job.
I think so. It puts a lot of pressure, but it's also...
Trial by fire.
Trial by fire, yeah.
I think with girls are different from boys in this one respect, in that we want to be perfect right from the get-go, whereas boys will just throw themselves in, ask questions later. And so that was something I had to overcome. I had to constantly kind of fool the girl part of me, because, you know, both sides of the brain are working at the same time.
Right.
And boys don't have that issue at all. And so I had to kind of, you know, do a lot of compensatory kind of activities, like make everybody play the song over and over and over again in rehearsal.
Okay.
So that I would get it.
So was that tough for you being a woman back then? I mean...
Oh, yeah, because the girls all hated me. Like, what was I doing up there with those guys? I mean, they came to see the cute guys in the rock band, and there's this, you know, plain chick up there, and what's she doing in the band? You know.
But you know, with that band, with Talking Heads, we were right from the beginning. We were sort of opposed. Not exactly. We appreciated it, but we were sort of. We knew it wasn't right for us to go out and try to act like the New York Dolls or David Bowie or the Rolling Stones. That it was going to be a different type of thing. We were sure of that from the beginning. That was our concept, that we were going to be contrary to the rock and roll stereotypes.
Right.
Therefore, having a woman playing bass guitar made complete sense.
You know, what I liked was, right about that time I had to get my hair cut. And the Talking Heads were very conservative looking, so I liked that appearance at the time. It was so different from everything else that was going on at the time.
Yeah, we were very different. I mean, I remember Johnny Thunders from the New York Dolls.
Right.
One of the first times we played, coming up to me after the show and saying, "Hey, are you guys a feminist band?" Because, you know, we had Tina, and we also had a song called "The Girls Want to Be with the Girls."
Right.
Which is not a LGBT song. It was more about sometimes women want to get together and do their own thing.
Right. So then